years in generation. Wow, absolutely astounding. Inflation, just about 6%. 60% of the working population comprises of young population. Something about airlines. Half a dozen airlines popping up out of nowhere in no time. The rising middle class. We can talk about growth, achievement, richness. Hasn't India been a rich country? Aren't we rich? We don't need economic times and CNBC to tell us that we are rich, what we are capable of, what we are. Aren't we rich in culture, our heritage, our ethnicity? Let's start from basic. How many of us know the meaning of the three colors of our Indian flag? We are Indians. Let me ask you, can anyone tell me what are the three colors of the Indian flag signify?
Saffron is for bravery, white is for peace, and green is for prosperity.
Wonderful. Round of applause for my sweet Indians. Saffron stands for strength, courage and valor of the nation. White stands for peace, amity and truthfulness along with the Dharma Chakra. And green stands for auspiciousness and boldness of our nation. My friends, this is our flag, the Indian flag. It is indeed India's presence that astonishes me. It is the intoxication I never want to get rid of. It is the heartbeat of my heart, the Mother India. And most importantly, it is what makes me realize and makes me proud of what I am. A proud citizen of a Mother India. Think, why do we have so many visitors all across the globe coming over to India? People don't travel to India because of the infrastructure itself. People come to India because of our love, our culture, our warmth, our ethnicity, our security, our religion. And we, unfortunately, don't have it. As we got it all so easy, just like a legs. The great American politician John F. Kennedy has rightly said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Let me ask you, what have you done? What have we done? How have we contributed to India's staggering success? Does anyone have an answer? To be honest, I don't want an answer. All I want is each one of us to honestly ask our conscience. What have we done? And what are we doing about it? I'm not talking about going to Shoppers Stop and spending 5,000 bucks on shopping. That is not the contribution I'm talking about. Today, yoga is practiced heavily in the West. How many of us do yoga? Just few of us. For your information, yoga originated in India. How many of us drive? How many of us drive? And how many times have we paid a 20 or a 50 rupee note to a cop for a jump red light? Why? Pirated DVDs. We all buy them. In dozens. Buy a movie ticket in black just because we don't want to miss the film. Not realizing that we are being acting as a catalyst for the very black industry. How many of us make a conscious effort to keep our country clean by not drawing hearts and arrows on historical monuments, by not throwing cigarette stubs on the floor and then rubbing it down the feet, by not tampering with the public transport system? How many of us? Female feticide is still a part of our today's modern society, where the demand of a male child gets the better of us. Women are still being burned alive for dowry in this today's civilized world. in spite of being literate, we are still illiterate. Mahatma Gandhi has rightly said, be the change you want to see in the world. Friends, don't you think it's time for a change? But how? How? Patriotism brings change. The day we realize where we belong to, the day we feel proud to be what we are and where we belong to, this change will occur. What is India shining according to us? What is India shining? Is it about a rupee shining? Or is it about our heart shining? Is it about opening our doors to other countries? Or is it about opening our culture to the entire world? India will truly shine the day we realize that we are proud Indians. Many of us, as modern Indians, are critical about our nation, are critical about our leaders, are critical about those leaders who have brought us our freedom. It doesn't take some Mullah Bhai MBBS to make us realize the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi, the one man who has brought the unique image of peace to our country. Why do so many travelers from abroad come to India in search of mental peace? Quench of their mental quest. Be it Bodh Gaya or Varanasi or Kanyakumari or the great Himalayas, all of us find their answers in India. Don't you think it's time to find some of answers for ourselves? Don't worry, I'm not asking you to go anywhere, but just stand up and open your eyes and look around. How can we make a difference to our community? How can we make a difference to our society, to our state, to our city, to our nation? How? Losing our culture is a threat, and losing our identity is an even bigger threat. Unfortunately, we all have reached a stage where most of us have to depend on cricketers, film stars to tell us what we should do and what not. We don't need Vijay Mallya to tell us that art of living is good for health, or Shah Rukh Khan and Mahendra Singh Dhoni to tell us that please use this soap. We all know that. Our homes are cleanest, but streets are dirtiest. Don't they belong to us? Our Mother India needs us. We are getting too involved in the materialistic gestures of life. Why? We belong to India, and India belongs to us. We cry when she cries. We smile when she smiles. We breathe when she breathes. There was a time when the leaders used to address the public as brothers and sisters, and today we don't even recognize our own brothers and sisters. And that's the transition, evolution, my friend. Today, I can think of only one way of expressing my love for this great nation. That is, जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलचित रंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए सब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे